Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming with a little something, to say. And it's not just something to say, but it's much to say, and hope that it would enlighten your heart and cause you to give and turn in your heart, soul, and strength and mind to the Most High Yah, because that's what we need to do. We need to give Him our all in all. We can't give Him portion of us and hold on to the majority of who we are and think that He gonna have to do His best to work with what little we give Him. We're gonna have to give Him all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. You all, I'm telling you, I was thinking earlier today about what do I have. I tell you one thing I have the power of prayer, and when all come and go, when all hard times and good times, that power of prayer is ever present. And it gives us a way to really grip His garment while He's on the throne and just hold on to it to dear life. The Most High Yah is ever present. I don't care where you're at, where you're going, where you've been, and He's forever present, ever present. Whether it's good time, you always think of Him and remind of Him of who He is, even in your good time. Because a lot of times we think, okay, we really don't need Him. And that's kind of sad, but that's the way our mindset is set. It ain't the way that He said it. It's the way that the evil have set in our minds to believe that we can call on Him when there's hard times and struggles. But when everything is going well, we need not Him. But we don't understand when you practice and learn to use Him during your good times, then your bad times, all you have to do is hum. You don't even have to say a word. He's still ever present because He was present when all was well. And I say unto you, it's many of things going on in the world today, and I have come to grip, and I thank the Most High Yah that the things that is shall be. The things that is coming is already being. A lot of people are waiting for the next move, the next action. I notice even when I make videos of prayer, you don't get very many people involved. Why? Because that's spirit. See, a lot of people don't understand that. See, when you're praying and you're trying to give Him the praise and the honor, people don't want to hear that. You see, so I thank Him because through it all, that wasn't something I just came up and done on my own. It was just something He laid on me, and then once I did it, He said, "See, they don't want to hear the things with spirit and truth." That's why it's so easy for them to like and subscribe to those who giving them dirt and a lot of wickedness, so they can how would I say it, feed their flesh, because their flesh ain't gonna give that spirit no time. It ain't gonna give that spirit no time. Let me drink this here. I don't mean any harm. Oh, there go the phone. Okay, I'm not going to. Oh, let me drink. This is my protein drink, my homemade protein drink that I made. It's very good. And I just wanted to finish it. I didn't mean to do that on. Yes, I did mean to do it. Not intentionally, but I realized I hadn't completed before I got onto the platform. But I will say, you see that? You see that ring of my phone? It's way over on that end. I didn't answer it, but let me tell you something about that. That ring is my ringtone. But something in that ring Someone is calling me here. Spiritual. When I mean spiritual, someone is in need. When I heard that, I was drinking this, but I also felt the call. That's the gift from the Most High Yah. This is not something Deborah was just, oh, she just thinks she has. This is something I have. Now, what it's telling me is I need to ASAP contact. But Sister Deborah, is going to hold on. Until I am complete with this here video. But that is an emergency call, believe it or not. That's the same ring, but it's something I'm feeling in me. And at the same time, there's someone coming through my front door. I don't know who it is, but I can hear that too. See how much interruption? That's why I know it's something going on. But let me get back to what I'm saying to you. There's a lot of things that are going on in the world, and what I have been given is the okay. You know, as he tells me all the time, it need be, Deborah. It need be, meaning everything that's taking place and going to take place in this birthing, in this labor stage, it need be. It was a sign. It was appointed. It was anointed that it come to pass. Okay. And he's saying that it need be. It has to be, Deborah. You know, why? You know, as my flesh would ask or answer, that you can come on, that it is a situation that in him necessary. You know, and I really do. I don't think, I'm going to tell you all out there, it's no way that I will survive without having him as my all in all, the Most High Yah. It is no way I can survive without him. Mentally, first of all, I want to let you know, spiritually as well. Physically, I couldn't survive. But spiritually is real deep, because it answers why things is the way that it is. You see, that's how he is with me. I don't know what he is with you. All I can explain to you is what he gives me and who he is to me. If I get in a situation where a situation does not make any sense, because here it is, I'm struggling with it natural. Oh, that spirit will come around. Break that thing down to me in spirit. So it release my natural mentality to see it beyond what only my natural can see, to where I can get comfort. You see? So you can't get no comfort from the Ruach HaKodesh until it's able to conquer you. I'm going to give you comfort in the spirit. You see? And the spirit gives you comfort in the flesh. You see? So you can't really get the comfort from the comforter in the flesh until you get the comfort in the spirit. So I thank the Most High for that. You know, so what I'm saying is there's so much stuff is going on. And I want to tell you all one thing. Like, let's take Africa. Some people are saying, okay, we should move over in Africa, or we need to get away from the United States of America. But let me explain something to you. What they got prepared for Africa, you're going to be able to see it. It's going to blow your mind. They are preparing a biochemical just for Africa alone. If you think for 1 minute this issue that took place with this man-made coronavirus, you ain't seen nothing yet. What they got prepared for Africa on the 4 corners of that continent, it's mind-boggling to someone who really don't know what's going on. But because no one really see Yahuwah's anointed, the appointed ones, elect by the Most High Yah. You know, those that are working to warn the people, those who are working to give a right now word to the people. They're not looking for that. They're looking for someone to manipulate the biblical word. The biblical word can easily be manipulated because throughout my time, I stayed in that book. I read that book. But all my life, I could hear the voice of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. I could hear the voice of the Most High Yah when I was a young girl. So therefore, to say this, if many have not walked in my steps that I was ordered or like unto, then they can't really tell me anything. Because I sat back and these elders, I was looking, I was listening to them, and they haven't been on here in about 6 years, on YouTube in about 6 years. But back in 8 years ago, I'm just listening to them. They are so good. They are so good. They are so good in this. But guess what? One of the most powerful purpose. How could a world miss the most powerful message? The most powerful thing that exists on the face of the earth, and not know the original, the purity of it. And I was listening to them, and one time I was just so into them, just listening to them because they sound so good. They teach so peaceful. They just elders. And what they were saying was so true. And I'm telling y'all, they were some good messages. And then I sit and I listen. I said, but one thing missing. Even to today, this was like 8 years ago. The last one I think it was 5 years ago, but I think they filmed it 8 years ago. But they are really, really good. They sit in a dark room, and they're at a table that has light, and you see 3, sometimes they have 4 men around the table. They have their books. And they be breaking that word down. I mean, excellent. Today's on these platforms are nowhere near these guys of yesterday. And I'm going to be honest. So that lets me know that the people on these platforms today has taken the people into a dark alley. And I can tell you that without a doubt. Because as I sit and I listen to them, they be having all these subscribers and these likes. And I'm be trying to figure out, Father, nothing they said is righteous. But they get it. So Father said, Sister Deborah, this need be, my daughter. This need be. That means that calm down. Let it be what I have allowed it to be. And that's that comforter to assure me you see. And you know how many times the Most High has to tell me, you see well. See well mean you see from what I see from the heaven down here on the earth. You see what I'm saying? So he let me know that I'm seeing it well by comprehending it. I'm not seeing it well, not so much as comprehended, it's getting it in the spiritual aspect as well as the natural. So he said, you see well. You see it spiritual and you see it natural. But you cannot get the people to see nor receive what the Father has given you. You can't teach it to them. You can't preach it to them. You can't precept it to them. You can't line it. You can't little here. You can't give them books after books. You can't give them, because this thing is spirit and it is truth. See, they don't understand books and books and books and precepts and line. All that is good and dandy for those who are weak in understanding just truth. See, people who don't believe, who don't have the spirit and truth resting in them, they have to precept, they have to line, they have to little here, they have to search books, and still today searching many others. But when you would come, when the spirit of truth is within you, you don't have to wrestle with all of that. Because he come to what? Teach you all things. Not to clarify this book, identify this book, precept this book, and on and on. Can you please answer this? I know that this is emergency because the first time it went off, I felt it. I felt the urgency. Okay, in there, please. Thank you. So what I'm saying is that this thing is serious, you know? So I'm saying to you all that All of it to me is spirit and truth. So no matter what situation come along, I know that it's connected to spirit and truth, because I really believe that he's all that and some. And ain't nothing going on that he don't know. That's why when I get into any type of situation, whether it's good or if it's bad, I'm looking to the hills from whom my help come from, because I know the power of who he is. But I was telling you about the guys, the elders I was listening to, and they was videos that they put on 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 6, 7 years, or whatever. But they were really, really good. They the type, and they only come on for just 57 minutes. 57 minutes. That's it. You ain't gonna see them go into nothing no more than 57 minutes. And they break it down so good. And they didn't go down to like precept upon precept. It's like one elder bring his verse, a couple of his verse, the other one bring his couple of his verse, the other bring his verse, and then they'll bring it from where it originated from. It is so beautiful. But what they're doing now, precepting, go here. But another thing about it, what I learned, it's the Most High chosen ones to really work within the body, is those who are able to come to the people and deal with the people in spirit and truth with the power of his right hand existing. Meaning, like when I say Africa is, they have prepared a biochemical for Africa. And when you start to hear of it, you're going to hear of it, and then all of a sudden you're going to still hear more and more. And it's not going to be no time where, okay, they took this and this happened to them and they go into the hospital and they die 5 days later. No, it's going to be coming. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're going to be passing out. They're going to be dying by great numbers. And this is what they set up. So when Africa really a lot of them think that, hey, we escaped that coronavirus, that's because they got something prepared for you. It ain't that you escaped it. It was them in the coronavirus, the same one that has prepared the biochemical for you. It's coming. So I'm saying, and when I say it's coming, it's not coming to make someone frightened and scared and running. It's to be aware of really what's going on. So it takes you back to one place. One place. It takes you back to one place where you got the power of prayer. That's it. That's it. It takes you right back to him. You see what I'm saying? And these things need be, because the season we're in, we need to be running to the face of the Most High God. Stop running to these platforms for the answer, to know what's this and what's that and why. Run to the face of the Most High God in spirit and in truth. Get on your face at time after time. Pray and fast. Seek the face of the Most High God, because this thing ain't even got started yet. And I know a lot of people saying, it ain't affected me yet, so I don't know. Oh, baby. It's right before you. And you best bet everybody's going to be affected by it. Like I told you, when he came to me, he did what he does best. Chewing out, I should have laced my boots real tight, because I should have knew that if he gonna come and tell you, Deborah, this is gonna come upon the people and upon what is about to happen upon the earth, you should have been the first one lacing up your boots, because he come telling you. But see, I was out of order. And what kind of order was that? I wasn't prepared for that. I figured, okay, he's coming, and, he finna show up and show out. He gonna let them do what they want. And he said his right hand coming at the end. But wait a minute, where are you at during this time? I should have been lacing up my boots and preparing too. Why? Because he's gonna first have to come to my place. He gonna have first present me with what he told me to tell the people. So if you're gonna tell the people what is yet coming and they're in labor, why should you escape it? You got to feel it from the beginning to the end. See, that's why people don't understand. Just because you're a prophetess in the wilderness or a prophet of the Most High, you don't even understand the price you have to even pay. People think because you said you are you have a gift from the Most High Yah, oh, you just supposed to be all that. Oh, nowhere near it. All of it comes with a price. And a lot of the price, 99.9, is pain, heartache, and sorrow. It's not a birthday party or a feast, a time to enjoy. It's a time of sorrow, you guys. So who in their right mind want to become a a prophet on their own when they knew that all prophets died, got murdered by their own people. Who wants to do that? That shows you the mindset of people, but they're looking for the false prophet. You don't have to look for false prophet ever in your life because they're on your left and on your right. They're always up in your face on these platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Patriot, Instagram, all of them, they're on there. So what are you looking for? You don't even have to go looking to and fro, but you're going to have to look for in your heart the true prophets. Why? Because you're so caught up in the flesh, your spirit can't be able to identify those who really are the prophets of the Most High Yah that's coming to give you a right now word. One thing about that right now word, it will never change what came out of the mouth of Yah or what came out of the mouth of Yahuwah. It's always going to be the same. It's going to line up with it. Okay? So therefore, when they come, the warnings and the things that he's saying, a lot of it because we keep running around here escaping it. No one wants to get to John 1 and read it for what it is and wait to the ruach of the Most High Yah break it down to you, because I believe 99.9 missed it. They missed it. That's why they don't understand spirit and truth. They'd rather get on these platforms and understand man perception, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge from man's standpoint than to accept what is spirit and truth from the Most High Yah. There are many things that has come forward that's taking place. We call right, wrong, wrong, right. I don't get it. But he say, need be, Deborah, this need be. We are in, like I say, the labor pains, and we're coming up on another stage of this labor pain. A lot of us don't understand that. It's no way in the world will I, in this day and time, the year 2020, in the July, you know what? I'm going to say an example. Every person of melanated skin color should have already assigned wealthy, rich, poor, homeless, or whatever, that for this month, July's coming up, July the 4th, from July the 1st to July the 7th, buy nothing. Don't go out. Don't go fireworks. Don't go feasting. Don't go gathering. Don't do nothing. That's the way it should be. But because they rather eat from the flesh of man to fill their fleshes up, they're not going to hear what the prophet in the body of Hamashiach is saying. They're going to hear what the flesh is feeding them. It's no way this whole internet, if they were really for the Most High Yah, should have boomed up, stating nobody buys anything from July the 1st to July the 7th. To July the 1st to July the 7th. Buy nothing, go out, gather not. They end up, this world put the devil head was not crushed for some reason or another. And the Most High suffered his prophetess to see this. And I'm like, but Father, he just tells me, see, Deborah, see how distant they are? Even when they're trying to call on my name, even when they're trying to line up people in truth, they can't even do it right. None of them really discern that the 666, the mark of the beast, have already took his seat. When they ordered the whole country to go into their houses and don't come out and watch everything that they had to say through all the electronics, electrician, TVs, videos, tablets, phones, everything that they can control, they manipulated us with. That's the mark of the beast. And the people on these platforms, they don't discuss stuff like that. You know why? He said, Deborah, it need be. If he tells me I see well, do you know what that tells me as an individual? Everything I say unto you, it's not just seen by me, but from the Most High Yah as well. It's a sad thing. I can feel Yeshua, his walk, knowing 100% righteous amongst a people or the world 100% unrighteous. But what did he do? He said not a word. Why? Because 99.9 is no words you can say. It just need be. That's what he says to me all the time. This need be, Deborah. This need be. Meaning it has to be. And Yeshua knew that it has to be. So he said not a word. What he could have said wouldn't have made a difference. That's how Sister Deborah is today. That's how it is today. Same way. Those that the Most High has put righteousness in and has called to the body of Hamashiach to be unto him a people or a position that he has called, they ain't gonna listen to that. They ain't gonna hear that. They ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna subscribe to that. But guess what? It don't need to be clarified and identified by now one of you all. Why? Because it ain't your flesh. It's the Most High Spirit and truth. So going back to what? All these things need be. You don't hear the biochemical. This virus is man-made. How ignorant can a people be? The Most High said, Deborah, because when they were looking, this is the window. Everybody looking out the window, waiting for the movements that they think this precept and line and little here. Oh, get the lost books, y'all. Bring them on in. Let's follow it through the window. Look here. The devil then came in through the back door and the side windows. Why? Because they thinking it's going to have to come the way they have precepted to come. They have lined it to come. They have little here it to come. Oh, all the books that they took and let's put them together. And they can't even see outside of the front door where the flesh is beholding the power and the will of the Most High Yah. And they ain't going to see it. Because the issue is really not in front of us. It's what's going on in the back of us. How could that be, Deborah? Because this thing was, is, and has already been before the foundation of the world. Now, is that in front of us, in back of us? That's in the back of us, way before. So we have to trust and be careful with the things that has been said, that was, that is, and that shall come. We have to trust it and stop looking for the front window from what these young men and these people teaching us on these YouTubes and these Facebook liking and subscribing and loving. But when someone says, let's pray, everybody buckle up. No, I want to hear another message for my flesh. How sick is that? I need to hear something so it can make my flesh understand. I need to hear something so my flesh can get a grip of what's going on. And all you getting is the things that stir up your flesh to continue to not prepare, not allow your spirit to prepare for what the Most High has prepared for you. And that's sad. But he says, my daughter, this need be. There's many things going on. And the sad part is about it, you ain't seen nothing. And I say to the Most High, I see what you mean when you say it need be. Because these people are so left, the distance as left and right in the whole world. These people are one way. And he said it need be. They were to me. They must be unto you too, my daughter. And it makes sense. So when I think about things I be saying and wonder why hasn't the leaders, these so-called men that said they boots are tied. Your boots ain't never been tied. Matter of fact, they don't even have lace in it. Because any time to me, when people don't really know who the power is, and the reason why they don't have no fear for the power, because they don't know who the power is. They don't even know who Yeshua is, which everyone calls Christ. They don't even understand who Yeshua is. They don't know who Yeshua is. They don't know who Hamashiach is. To not know the both, you lost without a cause. Because why? No one wants to stand in the lane of spirit and truth. So I say unto you, I hope you all enjoy this. And I'll be back. 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 Shalom and shalom.